Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, it was 2014 that Corinthians relocated to this high-tech arena. This the ultimate demonstration of their power as a club revered amongst the world's supporters. Their fan base believed to be somewhere in the region of 30 million people. Things already rolling. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I don't think we've seen a dribbler as good as this guy, Vinicius Jr., in some time. His favourite move is to receive the ball in a wide position, attract defenders his way, where he can turn them and just leave them behind and have a clean run at goal. He's a very tricky customer and getting better week by week.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Mbappe, a dangerous raider down the right-hand side. Oh, great leap! Goal! Corinthians! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So, a breakthrough already. Can he get onto this? Oh, can he get onto this? Spread neatly. And that was asking for too much. Pedri.
Paris really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
De Jong. Good running, strong and purposeful. Oh, delightful ball. It's out for a goal kick. In possession and ready to go again. Corinthians are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Lovely pass, but can he get there? P.M.E. Rodri. It's Pedri. Well, they can break here. Rodri stands tall and stands strong. Tries to play it through. Van der Ven promptly onto that, and that is that. De Jong. Now he's got space here. That's been cut out, well played. That little bit of skill has got him away. Mendes did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Foden. Neither of these two want to come off second best. This looks promising. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. The assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Van der Ven. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Foden going face to face with his great rival. De Jong cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Quality ball. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And he's managed to get free. That's very neat. Can he finish? Has a look and plays it forward.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Nicely shaped ball. Nuno Mendes. That's been drilled forward. Time and again they are repelled. Vinicius Junior. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. He's having a pop! Not much subtlety about that challenge. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. The ball is loose, and the chase is on. Koundé. The less said about that pass, the better. Araujo. P.M.E. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Paris finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Pedimos que tomem conta de seus filhos durante a partida. Substituição no time do Corinthians. Camisa 7. Vai ser substituído pelo jogador.
Paris really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Paris come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Oh, that's a fine interception. Well, that is one way to stop him. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he has shown him a yellow card. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Great chance here to level it up. Mbappe proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Haaland receives it in a good position here. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Pedri gets a foot in here. Araujo. Passing is crisp and sharp. He is through here. Great chance! He's got a goal! Paris are all square. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Paris restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Takes a shot! Goal! Paris! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
That's a decent clearance. Picked out brilliantly. He's dealt with that really well.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Great defending, strong and determined. Paris still have the cards to affect this game. Driving forward. Foden. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Mbappe. Corinthians do have a chance to counter here. That's a good ball out wide. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
It's going to be another corner, I think. So, third corner of the game.
Substituição no time do Corinthians. Camisa 9, camisa 14, camisa 6. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 18.
And now they can spring out of defence.
Camisa 8. Teremos uma
Tonali.
substituição.
And Jamal. Just a quarter of an hour to play. That's a good foray he's making. That's a good run he's making there. And he's only too happy to take that back. Can he finish? Jorginho.
Paris clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. He's a sharp little ball here. Corinthians have takes a shot. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Now it's Vips. Tries a shot! And that's in! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
Lacking for neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Substituição no time do Corinthians.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Corinthians drag themselves back again.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Jamal. opts for safety.
indicados 4 minutos de acréscimo.
If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
It's a good run down the right. Sane plays it out wide and in space. And after a brief check, the referee blows his whistle. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Haaland, voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
Your final thoughts, Jim? Paris can always take more positives from a result.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, it was 2014 that Corinthians relocated to this high-tech arena. This the ultimate demonstration of their power as a club revered amongst the world's supporters. Their fan base believed to be somewhere in the region of 30 million people. Tries one from range!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
And a shot! Goal! Paris! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Corinthians are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Oh, that was vital. Pedri.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Paris leading here thanks to that early goal. Can he finish? And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Paris with the corner, there first. Foden goes short. Corinthians are looking to go forward now. Now it's Thuram, and he's managed to get free. Bellingham, terrific effort! And it's in! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Paris clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Onuachu closing in on goal. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Koundé does really well to win the ball there. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Schlotterbeck did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Mbappe running with intent. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Foden. Corinthians are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. 15 minutes till half-time. Crosses it in here. Tries to get it clear. Takes a shot! No, just not quite.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Well, that is one way to stop him. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. There's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Showing good feet. Koundé gets across to intercept that.
This is the time you need that pace.
Sané. Sané with the cross. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Paris are looking to break at pace. Koundé gets over and intercepts. Nicely intercepted. Foden. P.M.E. Mbappe. Chance here to counter. Thuram. Oh, no joy this time. Neymar. Foden.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de
Can he get on the end of this? Foden! And it's been hooked away. Has a look and plays it forward. And the referee has signalled for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So it's one each. How are you seeing it, Jim?
Well, it's been an intriguing watch. A really nice contrast of styles that seem to suit both teams pretty well. Who's ultimately going to win it? It's anyone's guess still.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time.
Senhoras e senhores, vejam no telão as informações sobre como se localizar dentro do estádio. Substituição no time do Corinthians. Camisa 20. Sai para a
Paris
entrada do
get the second
jogador.
half going.
Camisa 7. Substituição.
Paris come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
And it's P.M.E. And he's quick to return it. Nuno Mendes. Mendes just loves to go forward whenever he can. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Can he latch on to this? Vinicius Junior. It's out for a goal kick. That's going wide left. Now, can they get him away? And he's picked it up out wide. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner. not be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Foden. That's a super give and go. It requires real discipline to defend this deep, and they are showing just such discipline. Pedri. And it's P.M.E. He'll try from distance. That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Oh, that's a key interception.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Harrison spots it and intercepts. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Foden tries to play it through. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Bellingham. Paris are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. It's a good run down the right. Cherki. That is good alertness. And he is dashing away. He's having a pop! Oh, split-second reaction.
Thuram is offering a wry smile there.
Substituição no time do Corinthians. Camisa
It's their
14.
second corner of the game.
Camisa 6. Camisa 9. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 22. Camisa 8. Camisa 11.
And now a sudden chance to counter. That'll be a corner. Corinthians have their third corner. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Corinthians do have a chance to counter here. Now it's Thuram. Goes for a shot! Goal! Corinthians! And the comeback is complete. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them haul themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Lobbed in behind. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, he's found support out wide. This looks... Shoots! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, what has happened here? Thuram's chance! Goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Substituição no time do Corinthians. Camisa 99.
So we have further activity on the bench here. Thuram taking his leave here, having got himself on the score sheet.
He's sharing a smile or two as he's leaving the pitch, Peter. I think his contribution is widely appreciated.
Corinthians now in a position far more desirable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Yamal, just 5 minutes remaining now. And it's De Jong. Yamal. Here's P.M.E. Yamal. Some really good ball movement. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Now Mbappe. Gives it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Cherki. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's De Jong. Here's P.M.E. De Jong. Can he get it through? That has been cut short. And that's it. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do.